the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Sacramento Kings. And guys, for the Kings, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. After fighting so many battles to keep the Kings in Sacramento, they are set to open up a new arena for the start of next season. Shaq, you've been involved with the Kings. How big was this for the city?
Well, it firmly establishes the Kings in Sacramento for years to come. Excuse me, Sacramento. The design is great. It's going to be the first drop-top arena, indoor-outdoor arena. It's going to be fabulous. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be great. I mean, unfortunately, the house that Kenny built is going down. You know, but it's a new state-of-the-art arena downtown, so I've actually seen the construction of it. I talked to Kevin Johnson, the mayor, about it. So this is going to be a great rejuvenation for Sacramento. Sacramento.
One of the more self-serving segments we've ever done. Thanks for tuning in.
The beautiful waters of Lake Eola here in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's a road game for the Kings, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. The Magic are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Orlando before heading out again. And, of course, Victor Oladipo not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
Well, Kevin, no question it's a risky deal to make because you can sometimes sour your fans when you do that. I mean, trading one of the most popular players on the team is always high risk, no matter what you get in return.
Yeah, but it's a trade that I'm sure a lot of fans will second guess. Clearly a bold move, but as a GM, these are the things that are supposed to happen. You're going to bring scrutiny, and you just have to wait and see how this plays out. You have to focus on the big picture and what's going to be best for your organization moving forward.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Sacramento, McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Paulie Stein is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Collison at the one spot. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
And so here's Sacramento. McLemore with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A drive by Collison. Soft touch off the glass. Collison's got the first points up on the board here for the Kings. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
And one thing about Ben McLemore, he can be an absolute lights-out shooter. Last season was a big improvement over his rookie campaign. Up in field goal, three-point, and free throw accuracy. Really just scratching the surface in terms of his potential.
Shots good by Ibaka. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with the percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Here's Payton following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Picked by Vucevic. Fournier dishes to Vucevic.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
free throw drops for Vucevic. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, the Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Collison against Payton. Collison kicks to Cousins. Inside, here's Cauley Stein.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And so here's Orlando, trailing by 2. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
2 teams at the bottom of the East and West, and you said these regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak with Scott Skiles for just a moment. He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim, but he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
Thanks a lot, Doris. So it's Orlando now. Sacramento making their last shot. Payton kicks to Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Miami Heat.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Gordon. The Kings getting the bucket. Stolen by Collison. Here's McLemore. That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. This guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now here's Cauley Stein, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Payton outside, pass to Vucevic. Here's Fournier, he's covered by Gay. 6 to shoot. Gordon inside, he's covered by Collison. And the basket by Gordon.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Passes to Gay. Cousins with a screen for Gay. To the middle. Pass to Cauley Stein. And the wide open shot from Collison. They get the rebound. Cousins, a reverse. Can't capitalize inside.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Cousins. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Heat in Miami. It's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. Knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Let's take a look here at the Kings and how they're stacking up as this season ramps up right now. 7th in steals, 8th in second chance points. And they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Ibaka. Azania comes in for Gordon. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Payton. The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year for the 3rd consecutive season, Greg. They knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. Soon that will have to be the goal, as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target. Well, it's been a while for the Magic in regards to the postseason. Another year of missing postseason play. This latest playoff drought comes after they made 6 straight trips to the playoffs from 2007 to 2012.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And overall, this Orlando franchise has been pretty consistent in making the playoffs. They've had 14 playoff trips since the inception of the franchise back in 1989. Given how hard it can be for expansion teams, you have to say that's a solid mark.
He's checked in for Vucevic. Then for the Kings, Kufis checked in for Cauley-Stein. And it's a Flalo in for McLemore. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Collison, the pass to a Flalo. Back to Collison. Kufis dishes to Gay. Sacramento moving it around. 5 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Magic have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Augustine. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The pass to Azania. From downtown. Can't get it to go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And it's a Flalo penetrating. Down low. Here's Kufis. Nails the baby hook. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Azania. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota. Kicks to Meeks. Here's Azania. Got a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. The 4th position, Jeff Green.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
Augustine against Collison. The Magic again can't hit.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Here is Caspi, looking for his first basket still in this one. A Flalo outside. But they'll get another chance. There's a good screen. Collison kicks to a Flalo. 1 on the clock. And it's Meeks with the rebound.
And Jody Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Matt Barnes is checked in for Gay. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Darren Collison. Meeks passes to Biyombo. Here's Azania. Jacks up a three. And yes, sir, that one drops. Azania's got his first 3 points of the game. Now for Jody Meeks, we were just talking about with Greg last year, Clark. He did have a game where he rained 9 3-pointers on Orlando, just one short of the Pistons' all-time record.
Well, it's all about rhythm for him. I tell you where he finally found some rhythm last month of the season. I mean, he shot 57% from the field and 44% from behind the arc.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Trailblazers. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Kings. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. They have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is, and Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch and shoot field goal teams. Also near the bottom in catch and shoot field goal percentage. So they might have been justified in that.
The Kings trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
There's a screen. Barnes dishes to Afflalo. 6 on the shot clock. The shot, no good.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
They grab their own miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
To the left side wing. Here's Temple. No good again that time. Magic leading by 3. Pass to Hazania. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Afflalo? He's around 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Now, here's Kufis. Biyombo with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Temple. He's guarded by Meeks. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Orlando's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Biyombo, that's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Nobody near Barnes. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Magic leading by 5. Barnes grabs the miss.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Here's the screen. And here's Meeks. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. To the paint. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's the Magic's ball. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And Temple kicks to a follow. 4 seconds left. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
It's all tied in Orlando. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he punks the ball, when you don't shoot, he screams you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
If you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
On the court for Sacramento. Allison runs the point with McLemore at the 2. Barnes is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot. Now here's Payton. Teardrop shot. Fournier, that's for 2. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Here's Fournier. He had 19 points in the win against Minnesota.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding future all-star front courter. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And talking about Vucevic's development last season, he's also had the highest assist average of his career. He's a good decision maker on the floor, knows when to take it himself, and knows when to kick it to cutters and spot up shooters.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Barnes. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
You know, and getting back to Vucevic, I mean, he's at an age where he may only get better. Averaged nearly 20 points a game last year after averaging only 14 the year before. That was an incredible leap in production, and I think it's one that'll continue.
And that one's good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Fournier, and it's denied. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Cauley Stein passes to McLemore. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And stolen by Payton. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Fournier. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And watching Evan Fournier, he's an intriguing two-guard prospect. Saw his minutes, Greg, spike last season after getting traded at the deadline.
Yeah, he finally had the chance to get in and prove himself. Had a few strong outings in the second half of last year.
He's off on the second.
Boy, I like the height that Evan Fournier has as a two-guard. I mean, he doesn't have the lateral quickness that you'd like to see in that position, but as he gains strength, I think he should at least be capable and competent on the defensive end.
Payton with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. The dish to Gordon. Here's Fournier. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
He's yet to make an impact from the field, but his team is taking care of business.
And back to Fournier, his real upside is on offense. Streaky three-point shooter, a crafty ball handler, and good vision from a passing standpoint. He just needs time on the floor and to continue to keep developing.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
The Kings trailing. Now Collison. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
Greg, with Cauley-Stein, his defense is the first thing that you notice. Very adept at shot blocking already. Does a lot of things, Clark, very well.
But, Kevin, I think it's his agility and the way he moves his feet defensively as a 7-footer. He literally can defend all 5 positions.
That's a great point. His perimeter defense, I mean, against smaller players, something to behold.
Outstanding.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. The starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Lock at 6. Fournier dishes to Ibaka. Shot by Gordon, wide open. That one's good from the corner. Gordon's got his second basket of the night. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both through the draft and free agency.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Gordon inside. The three. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Gordon. Now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
And guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick, and that'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
The Kings trail by 4.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Sacramento making their last shot.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Gay outside. And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. At the top of the key, Cousins. 5 on the clock. High post shot. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
Gordon, the pass to Vucevic. And the shot is good. Vucevic has got 10 points in the game. Kings have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Payton against Collison. Cousins with a screen for Collison. Cousins dishes to Cauley Stein. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Collison kicks to Cauley Stein. Here's Gay. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Dishes it to Fournier. Now here's Vucevic. Defense is right there. Picked by Vucevic. 5 to shoot. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Collison with it. Now Payton defending. McLemore with the ball. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Cousins. And Alfred Payton with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Sacramento also making some changes. Kubas checked in for Cauley Stein. Caspi comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Ben McLemore. Collison against Augustine. Clock at 6. A drive by Collison, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. TJ Augustine picks one up.
Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons, and he's been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
Roof shots.
That free throw, no good. For Darren Collison, played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive season for him to build upon nonetheless.
He hits the second from the line. Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. Ashamed to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Feeds it to Aflalo. There's the screen. 3 for Caspi. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
Now here's Aflalo. A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Barnes, he's checked in for Darren Collison. There's the steal. And now the fast break. Meeks with the ball. Green, the pass to Meeks. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's a 4-point Magic lead.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
And watching Matt Barnes, he will do all the dirty work for you. He's an instigator. He's an agitator. And he's a team player, I think, at the core. And everywhere he's gone, you know, and he's played for a lot of teams, Greg, he's had that role.
It's a great point. I call him a glue guy. You know, he's not someone who's going to be a volume scorer or a smooth playmaker, but the game really is built on grit, diving for loose balls, taking charges, making hard fouls, you know, whatever it takes to help his team win. I like that line, antagonist. That's a very good way to describe him.
For Matt Barnes, I really felt last season was one of his best. He was the Tony Allen type defensive guy for Doc Rivers' team. Did all the little things, and he was efficient. Near his career high for three-point percentage and a career low in turnovers.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And I know if I were starting a club, Matt Barnes is the type of guy I would immediately look for. He's that tricky enforcer who has just enough skill to hurt you with his game. So him, in my book, equals winner.
The Kings trail by 5. Aflalo outside. Inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Sacramento shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Here's Azania. He's got 8, and Green gets it to go.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And here's a foul. And Greg, you're right. Skiles is what we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. He plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds them accountable, doesn't he?
Yep, well said.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And Kosta Koufos, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Koufos not really a shooter, Clark. He does his damage around the rim.
Yeah, he really does. The former Buckeye is a great screen setter. He attacks the offensive glass, plays within himself, and knows his role, and he does it well.
Now here is Augustine, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Biyombo. Rebound by Caspi. Caspi's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Temple.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
And he feeds it to Caspi. At the elbow, it's Koufos. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Meeks. No luck. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. To the middle. Here's Temple. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading this team to good basketball.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Azania. They set the pick. He kicks it to Meeks. Another miss by Orlando. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's the feed to Barnes. Here's Temple. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami. A follow, no good. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. There's Azania. Rebound by the Kings.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Now here's a Flalo. 5 points in the game. Temple dishes to Aflalo. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. For Sacramento, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good from Aflalo.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here is Augustine. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Meeks inside the three-point line. And good! Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
2 on the clock. And Aaron Aflalo again. Aflalo's got 10. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Kings ahead, leading by 4. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, their passing was impressive. They're in a good position to win this game, in large part because of those assists. And this is the thing. You win as a team in this league. You have to share the basketball to succeed. And if they carry that level of unselfishness in the second half, they're going to be tough to beat.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
We've got Aaron Gordon, Fournier out there with Peyton, then it's Ibaka, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. So that's who Scott Skiles starts the second half with. Pass to Ibaka. Magic moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Here's Gordon. They get it back. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Vucevic.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Peyton against Collison, and Gordon over to help. Got a piece of it. Peyton outside. No good. That would have tied it.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Out to the right wing. Collison for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Those are 2 very different sounds in the NBA. A dunk and a clang of the back of the rim. He's got to straighten those out.
Peyton outside. Back to Gordon. To tie. The shot no good. Great D that time from Collison. The Kings leading. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. They set the screen, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Now here's Gay. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. McLemore inside the line. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 5 assists in the game. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Pass to Vucevic. Kicks it to Ibaka. It's deflected. Takes the 13-footer. McLemore, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Picked by Vucevic to the inside. Gordon, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree, and a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago, and never really got back on track.
The Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Collison against Gordon. Collison kicks to Gay. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Now, here is Ibaka. 7 points in the game. Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Ibaka. Gordon kicks to Fournier. On deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. 5th best, the Kings.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Collison, the pass to Cousins. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got 3 assists now in this one. Payton with the ball, picked up by Collison. Now here's Payton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Fournier, shot clock at 5. Here's Ibaka. Here's Vucevic. It's tipped. Now Cauley Stein, 8 points for him. McLemore inside the line. Leaps for it, but he gets it back. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Payton against Collison. Screened by Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Payton dishes to Ibaka. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fournier's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Collison, no good.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Collison against Payton. There's the pass to Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. No good off the front iron. Kings leading now by 6. Collison kicks to Cousins. Great D that time from Payton.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Teams picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Here's Fournier. They set the pick. Trying to get back on track. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Here's Cauley-Stein, battles through traffic and lays it in. Cauley-Stein's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl Gregg on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
That? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Well, the Magic knew that last season would be one, Greg, for development. A young team like they had needs to grow before they can really compete.
And you touched upon it, Kevin. They really were a young team last season. 3rd youngest team in the league by the end of the year. How about an average age of just over 24 years old?
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Vucevic. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
And you talk about that low age number for the Magic. You mentioned it a moment ago, and they had several rookies last season. That's why they were so young. It was as good a year as any to get their feet wet and see what those young guys could do.
There's a screen. Allison with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the Magic, while their youth did grow over the course of the season, they still struggle. And they do need a veteran presence to kind of ensure that they don't start developing that culture of losing in the franchise.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, they've also really been down in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
Orlando making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic, and it's Hezonja in for Gordon. And the Kings also making a change. Koufos is checked in. And both free throws good for Darren Collison. A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Greg shut down at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame, since he was having the best of his career to date.
Now, here's Meeks. He's got 9. Biombo, the pass to Hazanya. Caspi gets the whistle that time. And the Kings making a change here. Temple's checked in. Orlando with the ball. Here's Green. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight.
Collison was having a career year last year, guys. I mean, 16 points a game was a career high for him, and he also shot more threes than ever before.
Now here's Aflalo. He's got 10. Here is Caspi. Tries from 10. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I think even in the injury-shortened season, Collison showed he is still a starter in the NBA. Now, he's been used as a super sixth man in the past, but he's just as effective, I believe, at starting the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Amway Center here in Orlando didn't see a lot of wins last season. Magic really struggled at times. Surprisingly, Greg, in this building.
Yeah, a young team still haven't yet established their identity. Only 13 wins at home. And really that inability to defend that home court is why they fell out of the playoff hunt early.
And so he hits both.
You know, what's a bit alarming for the Magic at home is that it was a step back from the previous season. I mean, for a team that's supposed to be young and improving, they shouldn't be getting worse at home year to year.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And a big problem for the Magic at home was that they just didn't protect the rim. I mean, they would end with the 2nd worst home field goal percentage against.
For Orlando, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%. And the Kings last season struggled with just about everybody. And the Eastern Conference was no different. Just couldn't get the wins they needed to keep pace in their conference.
He doesn't get the second one. Clark, the Kings last season only 11 wins in 30 games against the Eastern Conference. So he had more out of the conference wins than the Wolves last season. That was not a good number.
Yeah, and the Kings didn't have a winning record against any Eastern division either. So you can't make up ground in the West if you can't beat the teams in the East. Here's Green.
Sacramento making their last shot. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer Augustine. They grab their own miss. Here's Biombo. Can't connect from short range.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Aflalo dishes to Casper. There's a good screen. Here's Temple. 8 points for him. Aflalo. Here's Kufis. The 3 from Barnes. Orlando grabs the miss. Biombo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The Magic have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And guys, Bismack Biyombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He was all over the floor.
Yeah, and that's Bismack. I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's shown steady improvement.
Now here's Aflalo. He's got 10. And he gets the bucket. Aflalo's got 12 points in the game.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There's the screen, and Augustine kicks to Meeks. Green, the screen. Plenty of space. Diambo, the pass to Green. Here's Azania. Jacks up a three. Kufis grabs the miss. Kufis has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Augustine. Back to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Azania's shot is off.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Temple can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
That's good.
I like the setup there. Green with a really rock-solid pick.
Sacramento's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And Temple kicks to Caspi. Good chance here for Barnes. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Orlando's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And good on the basket. Book it.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Here's Temple. 8 points for him. Now Casper. A follow goes in. Misses from close range. Orlando trailing here. Augustine dishes to Biombo. Here's Meeks. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Looking at the game for Meeks. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he's still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
The Magic making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And so Meeks nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Follow against Augustine. There's the pick. To the middle. A kick out to Aflalo. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Aflalo's got 14.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out in.
Ibaka with a screen on Aflalo. Augustine passes to Ibaka. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. And that's now 9 points for Serge Ibaka. Kings leading now by 3. And Temple kicks to Aflalo. Barnes with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. TJ Augustine picks one up.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
At the line for the Magic, Aaron Aflalo at the line for 2. The first free throw is good. And Aflalo drops them both. So it's Orlando now. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Payton. Here's Temple. They set the pick. High post Cousins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Kings lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Kings leading now by 3. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Cauley Stein. And it's Collison at the point guard position. Now here's McLemore.
Don't leave Collison open.
The 3. Collison, no good. The Magic shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. The dish now to Payton. Feeds it to Gordon. Misses the baby hook.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Gay dishes to Collison. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. To the paint. Here's McLemore. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 7th assist in the game. The Magic trail by 5. Payton passes to Vucevic. Payton against Collison. Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by the Kings. And here's Collison. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And that one's good by Gay.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Kings leading now by 5. Now here's Collison. This is to Gay. He feeds it to Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Collison. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Payton. He dishes it to Vucevic. The jump hook. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Now here's Collison. He kicks to Cousins. Shoots from 12. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Kings lead by 7. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Right side, Gordon. And that one is hammered home.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my day.
Oh, yeah, right, it does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
And it's the Kings with the ball. The Magic getting the bucket. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Payton can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 5. And McLemore kicks to Cousins. Lets it go from deep. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Payton dishes to Ibaka. Fournier passes to Ibaka. They get it back. And the rejection by Cousins. Now Collison takes the 3. But they get it back. Picked his pocket. Here's Fournier. The feed now to Payton. Passes to Fournier. Lets it go from 11. Here's Vucevic. And good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter. Sacramento's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Collison kicks to McLemore. Pass to Cousins. To the middle. It's deflected. 6 to shoot. Sacramento again missing. The Magic trail by 3. Here we go, 1-on-1. And it's Gordon missing. Collison kicks to Cauley-Stein, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. And the Magic making a change here. Green's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Aflalo's checked in. Gay against Green. Cousins, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Cousins. Here's Fournier, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting 2. Evan Fournier.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
And here is Payton following the 3 from Rudy Gay. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. And Ibaka kicks to Payton. Vucevic is screen on Collison. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Payton. Second chance shot. And Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And that's now 18 points for Aaron Aflalo.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
Here's Collison after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. It's taken away by Payton. And now Orlando on the break. Plays it in off the breakaway. Now just a 1-point Kings lead.
We could have been looking at a two-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now nerves and tightness become a factor.
And it's becoming a battle of wills right now. This is as good a game as we could have hoped for.
Excellent feed from DC, Darren Collison.
Orlando, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head, like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor, it is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Kicks it to Cousins. A drive by Collison, and Vucevic pulls it down. Magic have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. To take the lead, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but it came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early, but it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time. And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
Well, Payton in this one, he's got 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Gay passes to Collison. Fires from deep. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Payton. No good. So the Kings will take it the other way. And Aflalo kicks to Collison. Back to Aflalo. Payton outside. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And there's the pass to Vucevic. Back to Payton, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
At the line, shooting two. Elfrid Payton.
That's good from Payton. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Orlando. And the Kings also making a change. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. He's off on the second.
His one miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his third foul of the game. Orlando leading. Payton with the ball. Pass to Fournier. Gay comes over with a double team. 6 to shoot. There's Gordon. The Magic again can't hit. Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Collison. On deep, McLemore, and he gets it to go. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fella.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Here's Peyton. Pick by Vucevic. Peyton drives in. No good. Nice D from Cousins. Sacramento's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Peyton dishes to Ibaka. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
And that they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now, so keep going to it until the defense adjusts. Ibaka just giving them fits. He has 9 rebounds, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
No good from Gay.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And the basket by Gordon.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row ain't close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Gay. 18 feet out. Tries again, and no problem from Cousins as he finishes at the rim.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're up by 1. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
.122 left in the fourth quarter. The dish to Gay. Back to Collison. A baseline J. The offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Gay in the corner. It's tipped. Beyond the arc. Here's Cousins. Money!
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Fournier. Peyton outside. Feeds to Vucevic. Can't get it to go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Sacramento moving it around. Collison kicks to Cousins. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see them double up here.
I agree with you, Clark. They have not been successful with their single coverage.
That one misses for Cousins.
Not at all what he had in mind when he stepped to the line. He could have put it away there.
Tries from 10. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 2. 20 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Payton outside. Dishes it to Vucevic. Collison against Payton. Picked by Vucevic. Payton passes to Ibaka. Oh, missed it. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who would go to the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
We love to see you smile, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
Definitely put in the work down low. Used his size and his footwork. Got some big-time buckets, high-percentage looks. I think he really fueled their offense with that inside presence throughout the game.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.